This is the hike to the Tiger's Nest Monastery in Bhutan. You can see the monastery in the distance. It's right at the top of that hill, and we're going to take a hike up there over the next hour and a half or so. On the way we're going to see a number of prayer wheels. These guys are operated by water as it's running down the hill. Now if you're not up to walking, you can of course take other means of transport. So here's a bunch of tourists going up on horses. The horses only go halfway. There's a cafe and a fairly good view of the monastery, so that's pretty much where most people get to. You notice everyone's wearing national costume. The locals have to wear national costume. For tourists it is of course optional. And some poor people have to drag up quite a lot of bits and pieces. The further up you go, the more spectacular the views of the Himalayas get. As you sort of stand back and look around, you can see all the other mountains. Plenty of tourists on horses, and it is incredibly popular. You see some of the hordes of people making their way up. There's another prayer wheel. You can see the Tiger's Nest just on the right hand side of the prayer wheel there. Certain small mountains. It seemed rude not to wear national costume. What I hadn't realised is quite how hot it was going to get. And when you are wearing national costume, all the locals want to have their photos taken with you. That was a novice nun. So we're getting up further and tantalising views of the monastery, but then you look around and it's still much further to go. See bits of the Paro Valley in the bottom there. There's the Paro Valley. As we swing round, we should get a good view of the Tiger's Nest perched on the side of the hill. This is a good spot to stop for a selfie. We'll have your photo taken with the monastery in the background. Here's some people setting up for their selfies. There's me. Unfortunately, still a long way to go. So you've got to walk down this long staircase, past the waterfall, and then up the other side. They don't allow any forms of cameras or any other sort of recording devices in the monastery, so unfortunately we're not going to get any pictures of the inside. If you're going to Bhutan, this is a must-see. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't go to see it. You don't necessarily need to go up there, but it's very spectacular. When you get inside inside the monastery itself, there's a cave where Guru Rinpoche meditated for 3 years, and that's why they built the monastery on this location. It's called the Tiger's Nest Monastery because legend has it he flew to this location on the back of a tiger. We have to walk up. A bit disappointing.